There is no sounds.
There is no sound, so okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for your presence. So today, in our Wednesday Lovely Day, we are going to hold our English meeting, and then I can see and you can see now that we are so crowded. Yeah, there's so many people can join and participate our meeting today, and then it implies that our community can be bigger and bigger because you can see that here there are so many professions, there are so many people background. So some of us are civil servants, some of us are students or even public. So I really hope that everybody can join us. Don't think about your grammatical, don't think about your accuracy, don't think about the fluency, but as long as you can speak, because we are coming here to learn to speak English. Yeah, so don't be shy, don't dare to speak English. Okay, and then today our topic is very interesting for today because our topic is about young generation perspective to develop Bulukumba Regency. And then in middle host, we have two speakers to deliver our topic for today. Maybe first of all, how about if they introduce themselves? Okay, ma'am, sir? Okay, so we start from the girl first. Okay.
Okay. I'm a little bit nervous because this is the first time for a long time I can sit with much people here to discuss. So first, before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My full name is Utami Muchtar, but people know me as Inas, and I am 25 years old.
Okay, and then wow, yes.
What else?
Maybe your hobby?
My hobby is traveling. I also like to try something new, but my job is a little bit different with my hobbies.
Okay.
I am an accountant, and I work at an hospital in West Sulawesi.
Okay, nice to see you here. Okay, and then our second speaker is okay.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. All praises be to Allah who has given us chances and opportunities so that we can meet one another in this nice and chill place. And also not to begin saying greetings to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has brought us out from the blues and Tremina, from the blackness into the light. My name is Nurmuttaqin. I am the graduate of postgraduate program at Kasar State University. I'm a personal assistant of Mr. Regent, her father. Okay. Her father is my boss. Okay, so the girl who is sitting next to me is Mr. Regent's daughter. Yeah. So yeah, that's my educational background. I also graduate from, this is my undergraduate degree in Alauddin Islamic State University with majoring subject English literature. And lucky me today because I got my friend right here. His name is Mr. Wandi. This Wandi. He is one of my he is one of my companies in building our accent. Actually, we have a focus on our accent, how that we can build our accent, especially in black accent, Afro-American accent. So he is the specialist, but actually he is much inspired by me. Okay, but we still do the same thing till today. I'm a former tour guide. I was working in a company which focus on traveling. Okay, so we have the same hobby. She likes to go overseas, abroad, etc. And I like to guide someone. So if you want to be guided in a right path, just follow me. But if you want to be also guided in a wrong path, yeah, I can do it. If you guys have a plan to go overseas and abroad, if you such as you want to continue your study abroad, yeah, we can make a cooperation, a good cooperation, a strategic partnership. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud today because I am invited with beautiful ladies and handsome boys. Okay, thank you guys. And this is a very interesting moment because today we are talking about perspective. Uh, for your additional information, perspective is one of my focus. When I was in the completion of my study in the postgraduate, I was arranging my thesis, and it's under the title EFL Learner's Perspective on the Accent and Identity. So it has a correlation, and it has a focus on morphology and social linguistics. Thank you.
I think after we listen more information about the speakers, I'm really sure that everybody has own question. Really want to ask the speaker, but to limit the time, what about if we directly go to our topic for today? And then who will be the first? Who will be the first? Okay, so start time and place is yours. Okay.
Okay. Uh, so what should I explain about?
Yeah, explain about the topic for today.
Okay. So we are talking about young generation's perspective. How to develop. Let's focus on what is the definition of perspective is. Jadi, so perspective is a particular way to see something, to think about something, to mind something based on one's experience. So what is your experience? It determines how you play your own perspective. So you have faced a lot of experiences, you have been in a place, you have been in a situation where you can gain your own experiences. That's the way how you look in something. That's the way how you look at something. For example, I was born in Indonesia, and the girl next to me was born in, for example, Germany. The way we view our social condition is much different. That's because we live in the different countries. We live in a different point of view. Okay, and we also live in a different culture. For example, in my social life, I'm a little bit liberal. See, I'm a little bit liberal in my social life, but in my economic views, I'm a little bit conservative. Okay, in my social life, I'm a liberal man, but in my economic views, I am a conservative. It means that in your life, you run this life every night and every day. You run your own perspective as a liberal man because you live in a liberal country. That's too much different when you live in Arab countries. For example, you are a monarchy. See? You are a monarchy, and just think about you live in China. You live in China, you are a communist. See? You are a communist, not a liberal, not a democratic man. That's the point of view, that's the viewpoint, that's the way you think, that's the way you make your own attitude to view something. That's what we call as perspective. Perspective guides us in too many ways. Perspective can be derived in too many branches. For example, how you can draw anything. For example, this is the way I look this. I look this flyer. Okay, I look this flyer. 9 and 6. This is a matter of perspective. 9 and 6. I draw 6 here. I see it as 6 and you see it as 9. See? That's a perspective. So it depends on how you look at something. So we cannot force someone to follow our own perspective. Perspective is the place where perception is born. You got it? Perspective is the place where the perception is born. So when I say that's 6 and you say that's 9, no one is wrong. Because we have we have a different view because we are in a different place. You got it? Do you understand? Yeah. Let's make it simple. Okay? Okay. So, the perspective of young generation. We today we live a millennial generation. The millennial generation, it's range between 2000 and 2000. Yeah, the generation that were born in the year of 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 5, etc. and so forth. That's different with us. We are a semi-millennial because I was born in 1993 and the girl next to me was born in 1995, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm 27, he's 25. I'm 27, she's 25. So this is the core. This is the core. This is the core that we here, we 1993, 1995, we still find the transition between the colonial and the millennial. And you guys are the millennial. We are in the middle of a genre. We are in the middle of an era. We are in the middle of a generation between the colonial and millennial. And to those who were born in 2000 and 2001, 2002, they are a true millennial, right? And what is the obstacle of millennial right now? They are too focused on playing the smartphones. So every single perspective is influenced by the smartphone. See? And this smartphone, yeah, the size is really small, but it can guide you to every place that you want to go, right? Yeah. So what is the young generation's perspective? Just imagine this. All day long you are playing your smartphone. What do you play? TikTok. We are the TikTok generation. Oh, no one can rebut it. Yeah, that's the true condition of the millennial generation right now is TikTok generation. Generasi TikTok. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay, rebut me if I'm wrong. See? TikTok generation. So how then you can feel Bulukumba? How then you can develop Bulukumba? How that you can make your own pace, your own path, if you still play TikTok? So to build Bulukumba in a TikTok way, okay? Let's build Bulukumba in a TikTok way. How is that? Okay, how that can be possible? That's a perspective. So what is what is transmitted, what is transformed inside our mind is the way we view the future of our own Bulukumba. So pay attention on how we upgrade ourselves. You can play TikTok for 2 minutes, but in the next 20 minutes, you are learning. You are studying. Studying is different with learning, right? When you are studying, yeah, you study, but you don't execute that. Study means, okay, what do you study? I study math. I study mathematics, theoretically. But learning means you study with the theoretical appliances, and also you will practice after you study about that. So that's what we call as learning. Learning is too much different with studying. So studying, you don't have any implication on that. But when you're learning, directly you will have implication. Right. Any questions so far? So that's the first point. That's our obstacle, because our millennial generation, they are to focus on their smartphones. Okay? So every single information that comes inside their brain, it can be easily transmitted into what the information objective. What is the objective of the information today? As we can see today, the information guides us to say something that it doesn't have any advantage. For example, when you are watching your smartphone, especially in Instagram, oh, the problem right now with Raffi Ahmad and Gita Slavina, something like that, it doesn't have any advantage for you. And most of us today, especially for the young generation, especially for all of us, I mean, the millennial generation, they focus on that. Yeah, my man said they focus on that thing. Alright? Okay, they focus on that stuff. They're too focused on that stuff. So how that we can build our own perspective? What we need to do is how we can neglect this and we change this a book. Book may open up your mind. We have our own target. Today I should read at least 2 pages. This is my daily target. I should read 2 pages. 2 pages is enough. And I can have some more knowledge. That's why I like the caption, smart is a new sexy. Smart is a new sexy. When you know something, you feel sexy. That's it. Smart is the new sexy. And that how we can transform our millennial generation into sapiosexual. Sapiosexual is a person or an individual who is interested in the intelligence. Okay, let me make it clear in bahasa. Seseorang yang tertarik dengan kecerdasan itu disebut dengan sapioseksual. Okay, that's it. Sapiosexual. So you are the guys who is interested in the field of intelligence, in the field of material, in the field of anything that can develop yourself. You are called as a sapiosexual man. That's it. Or sapiosexual woman. Okay. Sapiosexual actually is unisex, universal sex. It can be both. All right. The interest of someone into intelligence. That's what we call it a sapiosexual. Okay. Okay, forget about sapiosexual. It's time for us. It's time for us to transform. It's time for us to create awareness to our generation, to our young generation. If smartphone is not your everything, and the most hurted and the most pathetic reality today that we see, if you see the children in range of 6 or 5 years, or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 years, when the mother and the parents doesn't give them a smartphone, trust me, they will cry, and they will fight you, and then they will tantrum, whatever the parenting terminology, I don't know, because I don't have any child, so I don't know. Tantrum, you know, tantrum is the situation where he needs something and the parents will not fulfill that. So when the parents cannot fulfill the needs, and the children or the child will make a resistance, what will you do? It means you are in addicted method. You are in addicted mode. When you cannot fulfill that, they will stay addicted. When they stay addicted, what will we do? Will you give this smartphone? This is a poison for our young generation, actually. This is a poison. This one is a poison of a young generation, because it will contribute nothing. It will contribute disadvantageous into your daily life, because you're only viewing something that really consuming and wasting your time. So what will we do? We cannot deny this existence, but we can manage it. We cannot deny its existence, but we can manage it. How that we can manage it? Find out the hourly uses of smartphone. This is our main obstacle, by the way, for young generation. How? Begal is everywhere right now in Bulukumba. There's a decadence, moral decadencies, okay? Juvenile liquidancy, kenakalan remaja, okay? The juvenile liquidancy for us in Bulukumba is really, it's increasing year by year. Because of what? No akhlak, okay? We don't talk about how that we can improve our akhlak, our character, okay? Educational character. We don't talk about that anymore. We talk about values. We talk about numbers in our report book, okay? How that we can reach 65 in our annual report. How that we can reach 65? 95. Okay, how that we can reach 95 in our annual report. It's noted officially over there, but we don't care about our generation's character. So you can see many of our generation, they are smart, but in character they are low. Artinya apa? Karakter dan adab tidak berbanding lurus. You should have a character. Intelligence and character is not. They are not relevant. Okay, tidak relevan. Dia pintar secara akademik, tapi miskin secara akhlak. What causes it? What causes them? This one. I don't blame Samsung, I don't blame iPhone, I don't blame anything. I don't blame any company, because their company, they're making economy. They're making economy grows and spinning around. But we here, we consume it not in a nice management. That's the problem. So to build our own perspective, first build your own mindset. Mindset matters. Any questions, Papa? think it's enough. I think
Yeah.
I've been speaking for 15 minutes.
After see your presentation, sir, and everybody is quiet.
Yeah.
Wow.
English Practice Club.
Learn together.